Hello, guys. The situation in India is getting worse day by day due to the straight rise of COVID 19 cases in India. You may have the immunity to fight COVID 19, but you may be the reason for your family to suffer because you may be the reason for spreading it to your family. Don't just step out until and unless it is very much necessary, because the number of people those have been affected by the virus and those are very ill have been continuously rushing to the hospitals and public healthcare centers, and it is really difficult for all of the doctors and the medical staff to handle all of the people. And the oxygen, there's really a shortage of oxygen everywhere, and the remdesivir vial and the vaccination, everything is really going out of control now. Please stay safe, stay home, and the number of deaths due to coronavirus are just numbers until one of our close family member contracts coronavirus and suffers. Stay good. Do stop the spread of the coronavirus. Once after all this shit ends, we'll be happily going out. Please stay safe and let people stay safe.
I miss the family I used to have. I feel like everything's so different now. Sitting by the fire as we'd watch the flames burn out. I miss the days I wasn't afraid. Now I always have my guard up, hands on my face. I learned to cope with the pain. I know that people think I'm trying to get attention, but in reality I'm trying to send a message. I know there's kids out there that are going through the same thing, and if you're one of them, I hope to help your suffering. Just know it will get better, and these feelings do not stay the same. No, they don't stay the same. I don't wanna make you feel bad, but you kinda ruined my life. You hurt me and ruined my life, and I don't wanna make you feel bad, but you kinda ruined my life. You hurt me and ruined my life.
Hello there, guys. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to tell you about the Suzuki Gixxer SF250's service interval given by Suzuki, of course, and the price for which I have bought my Gixxer SF250. I bought this bike exactly 40 days ago, and I have driven it for around 676 kilometers till now. As of now, the average mileage that I have got is around 33.3 kilometer per liter. I think, which is really good because it is still in the initial period. I'm expecting that the mileage will be increasing after I clock 1,000 kilometers and after the second service. Coming to the service interval part, I got my first service done at 650 kilometers. Actually, it is done on the basis of 30 to 45 days service interval period, because I could not clock around 750 or 1,000 kilometers because I'm not that used to ride the bikes for so long. But yeah, this is the first time that I have ridden a bike for around 650 kilometers over a month. That too when I had my college closed. So I was just exploring the places nearby and everything. And yeah, coming to the service interval, here it is given the customer feedback and the service coupons. Here, this section. This is the owner's manual. This is the section, and this is the first service one. 750 or 1,000 kilometers or 30 or 45 days, whichever is earlier. I got it after completing 33 or 34 days. Yes, that's it. And the second service is at around 4,500 kilometers. Yeah, 4,500 to 5,000 kilometers and 165 to 180 days. And the third free service is around 9,500 to 10,000 kilometers or around 350 to 365 days. The first three services are free, and these three services are free only on the labor services. That's it. You have to pay for the consumables, that is the engine oil or the oil filters or any other spares if you are interested in getting them changed or they are needed to be changed. And after that, the service intervals will be around 14,500 and 15,000. The fourth service one, 530 or 545 days, and the fifth service is around 19,500 to 20,000. So on an average, the service interval is around 4,500 to 5,000 kilometers. Or for every 6 months, you have to get the bike serviced once, irrespective of the kilometers. I think that is a really good service interval. People have started riding the bikes for so long, but most of the people, people like me exist, and we are not habituated to riding for long distance kilometers, long distance travels. But I am interested in traveling for long distance to see where it goes. And so the service interval for the Suzuki Gixxer SF250 comes at around 4,500 to 5,000 kilometers, or every 6 months, whichever is earlier, after completing the first three services. That's it. And the third service is at around 1 year of the purchase, 1 year from the date of purchase, and or at around 10,000 kilometers. I think it is a good service period. And the free service only cuts the labor charges. I already said it earlier. And coming to the price at which I have got my bike is, let me show you the exact amount, exact bill and everything. The actual on-road price of the bike is around 2,14,000. That is what the sales assistant here in the Suzuki showroom, the Padmaja Suzuki dealership in Visakhapatnam, told me. I have already inquired the price of the bike in October 2020. At that time, I wanted to know the price of the bike because I was really interested in getting the bike. I have tried many bikes like Husqvarna, KTM Duke 250, R15V3, RS200, Bajaj Dominar 250. But this seemed value for money overall. I don't know why, but after seeing the color combination, the matte black one, and this, particularly the 250cc with the fairing, is not available. So I had to go with this bike. Even I was skeptical about the Suzuki dealership. That is because most of the people, most of the customers like us have faced a lot of difficulties in procuring spare parts or getting the bikes properly serviced because they delay a lot. The people at Suzuki service centers, not the cars part, only the bikes part. The two-wheelers department is, really worst, to be precise. So many of the people have been complaining about the Suzuki two-wheelers dealership and everything, but Suzuki has not properly taken any solution for it, or even thought of getting that done. As most of the sales for the Suzuki two-wheelers are from the Scootys, the Axis 125 and the Bergman. The Bergman is also really good, and the Axis 125 is also a good product. It offers good mileage and everything, but even the service part is bad for that. And the super bikes like the Hayabusa or the GSX, the customers for that generally opt for the service centers, which are like especially for the bigger bikes. And my bike, the Gixxer SF250 or the Gixxer SF150, they just require only one special person, the service engineer. They will be trained about it, and the person is commonly seen handling all the other vehicles like the Axis 125 or the Bergman 125 too. And the price, the price is at around 2,60,000 when I have inquired at the sales assistant, and there was an offer going on, so it was around 15,000 discount. I heard it through radio when I was traveling in the car. I was listening to the radio, and I have heard that around 15,000 discount was offered on the Suzuki Gixxer SF and the Suzuki Gixxer series. So I just called and inquired about this particular offer, and they have told me that the particular offer is available. So I just went with the purchase because in October 2020 when I have inquired, they told me it around 2,14,000 and there was no discount, and the max price they have offered was around 2,08,000. Now I have got it around 2 lakhs, so I have saved 8,000 after waiting it for around 5 or 6 months. I think it is really good because my bike is manufactured in March month too, and I have got it registered in the March month too. Because actually the 15,000 offer was going on for the September or the October manufactured bikes, the Suzuki Special Livery Edition bikes. Mine was March 2021 manufactured, so I'm lucky enough to get the discount. The regional manager here He told me that the offer was not going on for the 2021 bikes, but he was in a hurry when I have called him, and he told me that even the 2021 was offered, so he committed to me that way. And yeah, I think for the price, for 2 lakhs, it is really good. This is the invoice, the challan and everything. This 1,80,000 is the ex-showroom thing, and the insurance costs are at around 16,000 rupees. And only with the insurance, everything comes up to the 1,96,000, and the remaining excess amount is for the RTA and the number plates and everything. Yeah, and I forgot to tell you about one thing. The Suzuki team here, the place at which I have bought my bike, my particular sales assistant, is not properly responding whenever I talk to him about the number plates. They are not, coming up even till date, because it had been around 35 or 36 days something, and he's telling me that they will be arriving soon, but because of the COVID situation they are not arriving. But it is really bad, because my bike was registered with the RTA. The next day I got my bike. Today I took the delivery, and the next day the bike got registered, and the number was also released, but the number plates, the HSRP or the security number plates, which are supposed to be given by the Suzuki showroom, we have to pay them extra for that. The price was also included in the on-road price. Those number plates are not fixed to the bike. They are not calling me, and even when I am calling them, they are telling that it will still take time for the number plates to arrive. It is taking a lot of time. I don't know why. Because you don't know if police people suddenly stop you and ask you about this. It's been already 1 month since I've got my temporary registration, and I think that will be cancelled by now. So should get them the permanent number plates fixed as soon as possible after the curfew is lifted in Andhra Pradesh. And that's it. And I'm also attaching another video where a particular part has some dent when I was taking the bike. Actually, suppose today is the delivery of the bike. So today morning I have been to the showroom to check whether everything was properly good or not with the bike, and there was some dent. I didn't expect that to be there, and I wanted that particular part to be replaced, so I got that changed, but it took around 25 days for the part to arrive and change. I'm adding that other video to this video. Continue watching. Yeah, be careful when you're getting your Gixxer serviced, because one of our subscribers had mentioned that the engine oil he got was a 7100 engine oil, that is I think with the Motuls one, but actually Suzuki suggests to use the Suzuki Easy Star engine oil. And in the initial services, the first 8 services, you have to be using the Suzuki preferred ones. I think it's a sort of my personal belief that only the brand's particular engine oil should be used by you in the initial days of the bike. After crossing some around 2,000 or 3,000 kilometers, it's your wish to change the brand, but in the initial days you have to get the same company's engine oil. That is preferable. And every time you get your bike serviced, be careful that to see whether all the parts or the engine oil or everything is clearly set to you, that you have the idea of which brand is being used, what is the price, and what you're paying for. Generally, for me, in my case, only 80 rupees extra was added for me regarding that greasing, and that 80 rupees for the lubing or greasing the nuts or bolts here and there. That is okay, 80 rupees, and 150 was charged for the chain cleaning and lubing thing. I think that is necessary, because if your chain is not properly lubed, you may hear some noise, which is really irritating. It actually includes 2 parts, chain cleaning and chain lubing. Cleaning the chain is important because there will be a lot of dust accumulated, because that is not covered, it is kept open. And chain lubing for the smooth rotation of the chain. The C1 and C2 parts, it's cost 75 rupees around. Yeah, 75 plus 75, 150 rupees. And this, the 5-year warranty. The manufacturer warranty directly comes with around 2 years of warranty, and the extended warranty is for around 3 years. This is actually an add-on. You can get it or not get it, that is your wish. But here in most of the showrooms in our country, they just give you that way, and you are not even aware of that there is extended warranty given to you in the actual on-road price that you're paying for. And in this, after the 2 years period of from the date of your purchase, this period starts for around 3 years additionally, and these are the parts that are covered. You can pause the video and just go through them, have a glance at them, what are covered and what are not. And this extended warranty is offered by third party, that is by the dealership, and this is not offered by the Suzuki showroom directly, the Suzuki team, and this is offered by the dealership. So it is really important for you to maintain a good connection with the dealership, because if your dealer refuses to properly change or handle your issues, that will be a really headache, because in our country the consumer laws are not as stringent as the laws in US or Germany, where customer service is really important there and you are valued as a customer there. But in our country there is a lot of time that that happens, because the consumer laws here are not respected actually, and you as a customer, even after paying a lot of amount, you are not given much value, and most of the times you just have to spend your own money even after taking the extended warranty or anything. I'm not just talking about the various parts, but even the parts that are covered in the warranty are not given to you. I don't know why. It is just your time, that's it. Thanks for watching.